sports. They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Down here for the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He looks that one in nicely. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Sends it downfield. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field, but they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. Using his feet. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Past the sticks and still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. They're bringing heat. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll knock him down.
How much confidence do you have in your quarterback? You're going to have to throw this in the end zone and try to generate a touchdown on 4th down. It's still relatively early in the game. It's still relatively close. How aggressive can you be with your signal call?
Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
And, guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Tigers are on the move. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're lining up to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Now adjusting. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Clemson jumps to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going up top on first down. Makes the catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. At the 45 on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing.
Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're good.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. Set to kick off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. On the double. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Wide receiver shows motion. On the move. And he breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback will audible. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Now on the move. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Quarterback checking the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like box. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, 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 and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Looking for a man. It's Clemson. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 6 over Louisiana Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish, back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Motion from the offense. Corner's going to give them room. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wideout in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 35, Notre Dame 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
29 Philly, 2-9.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
This defense will not let them run the ball in the end zone, at least not on the last two plays. What do they have on 3rd and goal? And he'll be smacked to the ground. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take it himself. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. On the move at the 30. Can anyone catch him? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Timber. Spire.
He's going to pass. Fires to the right. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were down into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Moving out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to move it through the air. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It's first down from the 11.
Gorilla. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to throw. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Going for 6. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
14.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Clemson Tigers will take over. First and
10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes his connection. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.